Hello and welcome to eLearning Campus. This is second part of advanced features of word processor 1. In our first part, we have already learned how to use format painter, subscript, superscript, shadow effects, header and footer. Now we are going to learn inserting column and column break, page break, line break, setting margins and page orientation, how to set paper size, working with tabs and indenting text. So let's start. Let's start with inserting column and column break. When you type in Microsoft Word, by default, the text is displayed in a single column style or in a paragraph style. If you wish to format the document in newspaper style, that is, column style, Word enables you to create a document in two or more columns. Here it's showing that single column style or paragraph style. I'll show you here. Here you can see this is our column, right? Or we can say this is our paragraph, right? Whenever we start typing in our Microsoft Word, our text will go in a paragraph style. Okay, so if you want to convert your text in column style that you have already seen in newspapers and or in magazines or in even in your textbooks, in the same page the text placed on a different column. Here column means the vertical placing of your text. Here this is a single column paragraph style. Now if I want to change it into two column, so here in layout tab in older version you can see it as a page layout tab. So click this page layout tab. Here you will get column option. Click this down arrow. From here, by default, it's in one column only. You can change it to two column, three column, left column, right column, or you can select more columns. From here, you can change the column style manually. I'll show you how to do it. Just click that more columns. What I have done, go to layout tab, click columns and more columns. This column dialog box will open. Now observe the change here. Okay, now I am going to increase the number of columns. For example, I want 6 columns. Okay, I want to place this particular text in 6 columns. From here, I can reduce the spacing. If you want, spacing means the difference between 2 or 3 columns. So difference between 2 columns is spacing here. You can see preview here. Okay. So now I set my spacing to 0.5 centimeter. Here you can select where you want to apply your setting. If you want to apply the same setting for whole document, means it will convert the whole document in 6 columns in each page. But now I want to apply the setting for selected text. So click it. Okay. Now here you can see my whole text, a single paragraph converted into 6 different columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'll show you again. Page layout tab, columns. From here you can select anyone or you can go to more columns. Here I am going to select 2 only. Okay, so here you can see my whole text converted into 2 columns instead of 1 column. Next we have inserting column break. If you have already added columns to your Word document, then you might have noticed that some of the columns are not as balanced as you would like them to be. Our solution, one solution to this problem is to add a column break. It will force the end of the column and move the text to the beginning of a new column. Here you can see, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines in this first column, and the second column I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Now I want that this line from here, this your original data, this line shift to the other column so that I can see the balance in the column. So I want to break my first column from here. So this time no need to select the whole text. Okay, you just need to place your cursor at the point from where you want to break your column. Place your text or just put your cursor here, click here, and in the same layout tab next to column will have breaks. Okay, click it and select this column. Can you see the change here? Your original data, it's shifted to the second column. I'll show you again. If I want to shift my column or I want to break my column from here, from recreate. So I'll put my cursor here, layout tab, breaks, and click column. Now you can see from recreate it shifted to the next column. So in this way we can put column break manually and we can break our column. Next we have one more example of column break. Okay, I have this type of lines or this type of paragraph in my document, and now I want to convert this type of text into two columns. So what I have to do, I just need to click it, select it, go to columns and place two columns. Okay, so in this way we can change it. Next we have inserting page break. So page break we can use if we want to place a particular text from the starting of the next page. Here you can see it's a whole column. Let me decrease the size. Here you can see my column. Okay. Here you can see in this page my line is up to here, and now I want that this inserting page will shift to the next page. I don't want rest of the portion or rest of the text in the same page. So what I'll do page break. I'll use page break option here. I'll put my cursor at the end of the line and I'll go to breaks in the same layout tab, breaks, and here the first option is page. Mark the point at which one page ends and the next page begins. So I have put my cursor here and click page. Now you can see the rest of the portion shifted to the next page. Here, the rest of the portion shifted here in the next page. So in this way we can place page break as well. Now next we have line break. Line break is very easy. A line break can be placed anywhere in the Word document. Place the cursor at the position where you want to add the line break and press the enter key. It is very easy and you used it before so many times, right? I am highlighting the text so that you can see it properly. Okay, so this is my complete line. Now I want to break my line from here. An operating system can be. Okay, so after this full stop, I want to break my line. I'll put my cursor here and click enter. So now you can see I break my line. Here again I want to break the other line. Okay, I'm highlighting the line so that you can see it in a better way. So this is my line. Now I want to put a line break here. So I'll put my cursor at the position from where I want to break my line and click enter. So in this way we can break the lines. So this is line break. Next we have setting margins. Margins refer to the amount of blank space between the edge of the page and the document text. This is the edge of the page. Okay, this is the edge of the page. Both the side, edge of the page and distance between the edge of the page and the text of your document. So this space is known as margin. Microsoft Word allows you to set the margins on all the four sides of a document. You can set the margin on top, bottom, left and right side. The default margin are set at 1 inch from the top and bottom and 1 inch from the left and right edge of the page. Now I'll show you there are two ways to set the margins. First, using ruler bar. So here you can see ruler bar is there in my document. This is the top one and the left side as well. If you are not able to see ruler bar on your screen, you can go to view and here you need to select this ruler option. Then you will be able to see this ruler bars. Okay. So now I'll show you how to shift the margin. Here I just need to place my cursor here and you can see my cursor is converted into a double-headed arrow. Okay, see my cursor, it's converted into double-headed arrow. I just need to hold it, the left key, and shift the margin. Now you can see I am shifting my margin. Okay, so in this way we can shift the left margin. Now I'll show you from the right side. In the same way, my cursor is this. Now I am moving my cursor to the ruler bar. Now it's converted into a double-headed arrow. Just shift your margin from right side. Okay, so you can see text is moving automatically. Okay, so in this way we can shift left and right margin. Now I'll show you for the bottom and the top margin. Let me decrease the size so that you can see it properly. Now here you can see the ruler bar again. Now my cursor is in arrow style. Now I'm moving my cursor. Here you can see double-headed arrow. Now I'm shifting it little down. Okay. See the change. See the change in both the pages. Okay. Now both the pages shifted little down. So in this way we can set the top margin. Now bottom margin. Okay. Now here you can see double-headed arrow on the screen. Here is my arrow. It is my cursor. Put your cursor on that ruler bar and then you just need to move it. Wait a minute. I'll show you again using a text. Okay, now I'm moving my cursor from here. You can see the change here, okay, in both the pages. So whenever we do any changes in margin, the same change will reflect in each and every page. You can see the top margin and the bottom margins that I have changed for each and every page. Look, bottom margin for each and every page. Okay, so in this way we can do change in margins. So this is setting the margin using ruler bar. Now there is one more option to set the margin. Here in layout tab, okay, go to that layout tab. In page layout tab you will get margins option here. Okay, here just click this down arrow and from here you can set the preset margins from here. This is the normal one. Okay, see the change here. Now I am clicking the narrow one. This is the narrow margin. You can see the difference here. Again I am switching it to wide one. See the difference here. So in this way we can set margins from here as well. Okay. Now there is one more option, custom margins. So we can set the margins using this also. Click that custom margin. In the layout tab, margins, custom margins. Here you can change, increase or decrease the value of top, left, right and bottom margin. Then it will change your margin on your page as well. I'll show you. Here I am going to decrease the margin, the top margin. Okay. Here I am going to decrease the bottom margin now. Okay. Now right margin. And this is the left margin. Okay, now I have decreased the margins. Now I want to apply the selection for whole document. Okay, now I am going to apply the selection for whole document. Now click OK. Now you can see the change. Okay, the same change will reflect for all each and every page of that particular document. So this is setting margins using ruler bar and using the page layout tab. Next we have setting page orientation. The page orientation property sets the printing direction of the text. The default orientation of the paper is set to portrait, in which the document is printed lengthwise. You can see the picture here. Okay, the lengthwise, or we can say the straight picture. The lengthwise paper is known as portrait mode, and the widthwise placing of your document is known as landscape mode. Okay, I'll show you the change here as well. Let me decrease the size of the document. Here you can see so many documents are here, right? So many pages are here in that document. So now I'll put my cursor somewhere here. I'll show you the change. Here you can use orientation also. Okay, you need to click here. You can, it's by default it's portrait mode only. Now I want to change it to landscape. See the change here. Okay, now it's portrait, and now I'm going to click landscape. See the change. My cursor was there. Okay, my cursor was here. So after that document, after that particular page, all the pages converted into landscape mode. Okay, all the pages after that particular point converted into a landscape mode. We can set it by using launching that page setup as well. Launch this page setup dialog box. Here you can see margin is there. Now I am again going to set it to portrait mode. Portrait mode. Now whole document. Okay, whole document will change in portrait mode. Click OK. Now you can see my document. Each and every page is in portrait mode. Again, I am going to launch it. Layout tab, page setup dialog box. I am going to change it in landscape mode. Click here, whole document, click OK. Now you can see the change. So in this way we can change the page orientation of each and every page. Now after page orientation, next we have setting paper size. So these type of paper size we can set using using size option. Okay, under this layout tab, size option is there. So in Microsoft Word you can work with different size of paper, though the available selections depend on the type of printer you use. So before sending your document to print, you can set the paper size. Go to layout tab, click size, drop down panel is there. Now here you can select a particular size that is already given. This is the letter size, this is tabloid, this is legal, this is statement. You can see dimensions are also written there. Dimension means the height and the width of length and the width of that particular document. So dimension is also written here. Now I'll show you the change. By default it's set to A4 size paper. Now I'm going to change it to B4. See the difference on the page. Okay, this is B4 size. Now A5 is smaller than A4. Okay, now I'm going to change it to A5. You can see if I'll send this particular document for print in A5 size paper, so this picture will not come properly. So in this way, before sending our document for print, we can check or we can set our paper size here. So we can again you can click on layout tab, size option. You can set the size manually as well using more paper sizes. Click this more paper sizes. If you want, you can select the preset size also. Otherwise you can increase or decrease the width from here as well. you can choose where you want to apply your selection. Here I want to apply for whole document and A4 size paper. Click OK. Now your paper size is set. So this is paper size. Next we have, wait a minute. Next we have tabs. Working with tabs. The most common way to indent the text is to use the tab key that you have in your keyboard, tab key. It is used to move the cursor certain space in a document. By default, tab stops are set at every 0.5 inch. You can set the tab stops along the ruler according to your requirement. So, I'll show you here as well. Here you can see my cursor is here. Okay, I am putting my cursor here and clicking tab. Okay, again I am putting my cursor here and tab. Again I am putting my cursor here and tab. Okay, I am using this tab option here. Okay, now I'll show you the change. In layout tab, page layout tab, paragraph group is there. Launch this paragraph dialog box from here. Tabs at the bottom. Okay, bottom left you will get that option tabs. Click it. From here, default tab stops. By default, it's 0.25 centimeter in my system. Now I'm going to change it. I am going to change it to 4 centimeter for my system. Okay, now I'm going to change it 4 centimeter for my system and I'm going to click OK. Can you see the change here? Okay. When my setting is 1.5 something, 1.25 something, then it's narrow and now it's my cursor jumped to the different location, right? So in this way, I'll show you again. Launch this paragraph group, go to tabs, set your default tab stop. Now I'm setting it to 0.9 or 0.4, 0.3. Okay, it's fine for me. Now, okay. See the difference. So in this way, we can set our tab position from where to where we want to move our tab. Next and the last topic is indenting text. Indentation determines the amount of spacing between the text and the page margins. Indenting basically draws the reader's attention. Indentation feature is used to move the complete paragraph or the first line of a paragraph to a specific position, either from the left or right margin. I'll show you how to do it. I have this paragraph here. Okay. Now I want that margin is the distance from edge of the page, okay, and the text. Now indentation is the difference of our text from the margin. Here I put my cursor here, okay, at the before the first line of that particular paragraph. Now here in that layout tab, paragraph group, you can see indent. Now I am going to change left indent. I am going to increase this value. See the change in that particular paragraph. Okay, now I set it to 3 centimeter. Now I'll change right indent and you can see the changes here. Okay, see the change here. I'm going to increase it. See the change here in the particular text. So in this way, we can change the indentation of a particular paragraph. Okay. That's all in today's class. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.